see the timer? Oh yeah, there it is. Timer's up there now. All right, here we go. First episode For the Record. Welcome. If you're listening, I want to thank you for tuning in. I know this has been a long time coming. I put out the announcement back in like May, and then I quickly realized that it was almost about to be May again. So I was like, okay, we got to get to moving. So thank you for being so patient. Again, I got my homies here, Aaron and James.
Yeah, how's it going? I'm Aaron, producer, and DJ, and artist on the side.
And I'm just James, just a lover of all good music.
All right, boys. So without further ado, this podcast obviously is gonna be more like music centered, but at the same time, it's not strictly gonna be just music. It's just the boys chopping it up, just talking about whatever it is. And then, music is happening to always be around us. There's always something going on with music, whether that's new album dropping, some sort of music beef, whatever it may be. This is the podcast that you're going to be hearing it from. So again, thank you for tuning in and basically supporting, me, James, Aaron, this little project that we have. We hope you enjoy it. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, whatever it may be. Instagram, if you don't follow the page already, For the Record. I think it's at For the Record Podcast, actually. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, basically, we got some questions from you guys. A little Q&A episode. So one of the first questions that I got is, let's see, we have what's something that you're excited about, or what's something you're excited for or about in the future with this podcast? For me, something that I'm excited about, basically, this was a project that I've thought about since maybe like 2021, 2022. I've always just wanted to talk about music. Aaron, you know me, and James, you know me, and you know how much I can talk about just like music in general. So I just wanted to build a platform to where we can actually just like have conversation. Because every time and with Aaron, he always shows me some new music, and this is something I've never heard before. So this is kind of like my idea with this podcast, is to put you guys onto some new music, something that you've never heard before, and then just like show each other some good music. So that's something I'm excited about for the future. Also, a little later on, obviously right now we're doing this virtually, but a little later on I would hope to bring some local talent, whether that's debut their music, talk a little bit about what they do, and then hopefully, man, like later on we can bring some bigger artists on and just see where the future goes with this podcast. But that's one of the things that I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Don't be shy, you can speak up.
I think, no, for sure. I just want to make sure there's no buffer. But yeah, no, I think just excited to just talk about good music. It's always good to get put onto something. Because if you're like me, you just listen to the same songs, albums, same playlist. So it's good to get pulled out of it and hear something new. It's always good to keep feeding your ears some fresh music. And other than that, just good conversation, just seeing where things go from here.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely excited to see how we grow with this. Be able to basically water this plant and really just grow talking about music, putting people on like you've been saying, and just being more just having that open ear. That's not what a lot of people have. So it's really cool to have like a space to be able to bring all these new ideas, different music from places that are just going to be not what you traditionally listen to, and you might walk away with a song or two that should be like, hey, yeah, this is cool. Like I never thought I would like something like this. So I think this is a great opportunity for us to, really grow and expand in our music as just people who enjoy music in general.
Fire. All right, another one of the questions on here is, why is music so important to you? That's coming from my boy Ethan. Shout out Ethan. Music to me is important for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons being just nostalgia, I guess. Just whenever I hear a certain song that, happened to be playing at the time of me doing something, like the one example I could think of is like high school. Like I was in high school from 2015 to 2017. So for me, a lot of those songs, a lot of those albums that dropped during that time were just peak. Like you have like Little Uzi, you have Chance the Rapper, you have Young Thug, all those people that dropped albums It's just Migos. It's just like a lot of people that I think are just very reminiscent to me when I think about music in high school. Um, so that, and then just because I mean I've always been around music from when I was a kid. Like my pops was always playing music and the speaker, like just listening to music, just made me feel something when I was a kid, and I'm thankful that now when I'm an adult, I still feel that same vibe. So
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, music's real important, man. I think it's essential for a lot of people. You know, it's really a good way to express yourself, even if you're not creating it. Like you just listening to it, you having that escape. You know, everyone I talk to is everyone I've been with in my life. You know, from my wife to my dad to all them folks, always brought up the fact that like music's it's a real good unifier. It's a really good thing to really express yourself in the long run. And you know, if you feel like you don't have a voice, you know, it's really important when you find those artists that really like kind of speak to you, almost make you not feel alone in this world for sure. So music's really good. It's essential for life. I feel like really good for you to have great basically just have that love for music if it's any way shape or form. It doesn't matter if it's popular music, even if it's, you know, whatever it is. It's just good to have in your life. It's a good way to keep you balanced because I've seen some folks who don't like music and they're the worst kind of people. I'll just point that out right now. Like you'll know.
when people tell me, bro, when people tell me that they don't listen to music, I'm like, I don't know how you live with,
You check that. You
like,
check
how's your
their
day to day life?
personality, and it checks out. It makes so
Yeah.
much sense, bro. You can tell people ain't living right. If you ain't liking music, you ain't living right. That's for sure.
That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. I just want to piggyback off what you said when you said when you can't find the certain words for something and then like music does it for you. I don't remember
Hmm.
what the I don't remember what the name of the show is called. Maybe you guys could help me, but Zoe Kravitz is basically the main character and she owns a record studio. It's on Hulu.
Shoot, why can't I
Do
remember
you
it?
guys
I think I would have. I feel like it's familiar, but I go ahead. My fault. It sounds
let
familiar.
me
Yeah,
look it up. But
yeah.
basically, in one of the intros of the episode, if you guys haven't checked it out, it's a dope ass show. I'm gonna try to find it real quick so I could plug it. But basically, she says this line where like music has a way of it expressing like your feelings when you can't, like through song, through like
High
lyrics,
fidelity.
whatever it is. Yes, High Fidelity, that's the one.
Oh, that's okay. That's actually yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Oh, you know what's funny?
Have you guys peeped it?
Mm-mm.
I think a clip or two of it. I think because I know I've seen Zoe Kravitz before. I've seen her in Batman, so I was gonna say I think this is what I've seen her in. I think I've seen the show before.
Bro,
Yeah.
if you haven't already, go peep that because that is such a fire show.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I gotta check
And
that
it's
out.
quick. It's like 9 episodes. It's quick. It's only one season, but
Oh wow.
it's a
Okay.
nice little watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best stuff is only
But
like a season
anyways,
long. Yeah.
James, go ahead, James.
Yeah, I think kind of like what Aaron was saying also. Yeah, music is important. Not just so you can feel like someone is also going through the same things that you're going through in the world, but also I feel like it just adds color to the world. I feel like life without music is just bland, just black and white. So, and there's definitely some people with that kind of personality. And so, yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Think I've come across some people like that a time or two in my life, but yeah, no, it's just great when you find someone new and then you kind of just go on this journey of, catching up wherever point they're at in their career. It's like finding a good movie. So you kind of just binge it all the way through. So, yeah,
No
absolutely.
doubt. I always tell people, or I always say that you can tell what kind of person someone is by their searches on their Spotify. Not the music they listen to necessarily. I mean, you could tell a lot about a person by that, but the search bar. Because there's times where like you drop your homie off and you're like, now I can listen to the music I want to listen to. I'm like, okay, now I know what kind of person you are.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to the
No.
High School Musical 2 soundtrack on your way
Yeah.
home, like, okay, like,
Yeah. No, I
I
feel
mess
you.
with you. I mess with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. Yeah, Spotify. Yeah, I think my Spotify gotta be it's gotta be like it's up there with like when you die, you gotta remove like or delete all your internet history. You gotta delete my Spotify history. Y'all don't want to see that because it look crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like it could be like
Yeah.
me searching up songs that I've worked on with Malik because I'll have to like go check the numbers and I'm like, dang. So I'm like that looks bad. And then they got like I got like Batman Arkham Knight soundtrack somewhere, and then I got like right after that you got Don Toliver bro. Like,
It just looks weird. It always gonna look
Exactly.
weird. Yeah.
You got the
always
Curious
look
George
weird.
theme song on there.
Yeah. Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
random
The
stuff.
one soundtrack I don't take slander is the Coco one. You know, I don't
Play
play
around. That soundtrack
Oh
actually is
my
solid.
God.
Yeah.
it's
That
solid.
soundtrack deserves a Grammy, bro. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
Remember Me is an all timers, bro. Don't play with me. Remember Me.
He's an all timer. That's for sure. For
Bro, I
sure.
mean, there's a lot of songs on there that I could play, and that might have to be like a first date kind of ordeal. Like you take a girl on a date, you play some Disney soundtrack, you play your real music, and just to see like if you like it, then
Oh yeah,
green
the
flag. If
reaction.
not, we might have to dead that one. Yeah.
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 That's actually pretty good. I was gonna say, yeah, I
But
knew
yeah.
one time I went on a date and I knew it wasn't gonna work out because this girl tried to play was that Russ in my car, and I don't like Russ. So the funny part, she played it thinking it was gonna be making me mad, and she was like, oh, I thought you said you didn't like Russ. I said that's how much I don't like him. I didn't know that was him. I was gonna say I didn't even know that was what I was listening
I was
to.
gonna say it's a person thing, it's not a music thing. It's not that I'm saying he ain't talented. It's just certain folks.
Grind my gears. That's for sure.
She tr she tried to
Yeah.
rage bait you, as the kids say.
Yeah, they try to
Oh,
rage
I
bait
mean, it
me.
didn't work because your boy don't listen to it. You got to be dedicated.
Dedication to the craft, bro.
Stand on that business.
on
I feel
everything.
you. Hey man, I think he's got some solid songs. I
He
won't lie,
do.
but
He do. No,
I can
it's not.
understand why people don't like him.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Never
never.
been about the music because I was gonna say he is talented. He has talented. What you call it? He produces. He does all that, and I could respect that. There's just been times, there were a couple instances I just noticed I was like, ooh, I don't like you as a person. There's artists I just don't like as people, really. And I know people say separate, the art from the music, but if people really do grind your gear a certain way, sometimes it's like I don't want nothing to do with that person, so I just stay out the way. But yeah, I was
I know
gonna say
what you're
I don't
saying.
yeah, I ain't trying to be. I don't try to slander people too often, but I was gonna say there's just yeah, Russ was one that was always on my list for a while, but like I said, not rubbing his art because clearly it do numbers. People like him, so
It's
that's for
yeah.
sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's see. Another one of the questions. This one I wanted to say for the end because I feel like this one's got it's got some heat to it. It's hard for me to just pick five when they
Yeah,
say like albums. When you say albums, there's so many different, like for me personally, there's so many different like criterias that come into it, like the genre, like the music, as far as like the instrument, not the instruments, but like what's the word I'm looking for? Like
The
the
vibe. Are
sound, I
you talking
guess.
about like the vibe it
The
comes with?
vibe,
Yeah.
exactly the vibe that it comes with. So for me, it's hard to just pick five. But basically, my homegirl Crizel, shout out Crizel, thank you for supporting the podcast. She basically asked, "What five albums would you listen to if you were stuck on an island?" Now, when I think of an island, I think of like the SpongeBob, where it's just a little palm tree and you're just sitting there by your dolly, not like no, 5-star resort, like you're out there, like, because obviously there's stuff to do, you know what I mean? So I just think
Not
of a little
Turks.
like just, yeah, not Turks and Caicos,
Yeah,
no.
not no Turks and Caicos, but like an 800 foot by 800 foot little
Exactly.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oof.
Like you're basically in a box type of island.
Oof.
Oh no.
I mean, that's hard for me. I would say one of them for sure has to be Mac Miller Swimming. That album for me is just front to finish, no skips. It's just perfect. Like
Hmm.
from the sound of it, from the fact that he brought an actual orchestra to play in his album, I thought that was dope. Like I really enjoyed that. Um, for me, that's one of them for sure. Dang. Let's just go one by one till we get to five, so we have some thinking time.
yep. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I think one for me for sure. It'd be To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar. One of the best albums, just in general, like a piece of music, not just in
Solid.
separate. Yeah, like just need essentials. If I was gonna have something that was essential, it would be that
Mm,
for
that's a
sure.
solid album. Hot Take might be one of his best ones. That's just
Oh,
my
it is his
opinion.
Best one. I was gonna say
That's
that's
like I said, it's probably
Hmm.
one of the best, most important albums we made. That was made in the last 20 years. Honestly, like it's a good album. It's really good, solid. I was gonna say it still holds up to this day. And honestly, like it's just like you said, it's his best work. That's for
You
sure.
said we made. I thought you were in the studio with Dot, bro. I thought you were like that one that one video of LeBron where he said Imagine this. You know what I'm talking about with 2 Chainz?
Are you talking about when he
Trying
tried
to invent a
Oh,
deluxe
yeah.
album.
When he tried to
Yeah.
invent the deluxe album.
Love my boy Braun, but don't let that man near any of your actual work.
Bro, he'll never help you get nothing
Bro.
done.
And then that one dude wrote on the studio or on the whiteboard, he said deluxe.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
said,
All right, let me just write this because I don't know if that man could read it, so it's all good.
we'll just at least put it up there.
Yeah,
That cracked me up.
yo, that shoot,
That's funny. How about you,
James. Which one album? Since we're going around, what you think?
Yeah, real quick, I do also agree with both of you guys. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is very underrated. I think people kind of skip that one and go to Damn. Maybe because it's probably like it was a little more radio friendly or it just appealed to the masses. But To Pimp a Butterfly is very underrated, I feel. I feel it don't get enough love. But
Yeah.
Forest Hills Drive is probably like, it's probably one I'd take with me. I feel like it's just good year round, you know?
No doubt.
No doubt. One of the best artists of all time, bro.
The best artist of all
y'all
time.
heard them. Y'all heard that freestyle joint he dropped, right, bro? It's disgusting.
Which
he
one?
rapped like a feral dog. That man was barking at us.
That man barked at us for 11 minutes.
You're talking about the one that he did on what is it called? He said Ferrari or Bentley, I bet I look good on them both. I think I know the one, right? That's the one?
Yeah, are you talking about the ones
that just dropped, right? Like the one that just came out, for his birthday?
With Clue?
Oh, like no, I wasn't talking about that one.
Oh, no, that's
I was talking about the other one.
Oh, dude, it honestly don't matter at this point, bro. He dropped when it comes to his freestyle, when it comes to because his albums are good, but when it comes to stuff outside of his albums, mixtapes, freestyles, little singles, he's top tier. That's why I think people always, I'm like, y'all be always looking at the albums, which I'm like, you can go hit or miss with the album. I can respect that when you have like an opinion about that, but you go listen to his mixtapes, you go listen to his singles. That J. Cole is undeniable, bro. Undeniable.
Yeah,
Cole is one of my favorite artists. Actually, is my favorite artist of all time. That's my guy.
Absolutely, bro. He's got to be. If he's not in your top 5, your top 3, man, you might have to reevaluate.
Yeah.
Man, number 2 for me. I don't know if we might get up to all 5, but number 2 for me would probably have to be. Let me see. I'm trying to think of one that's non-rap related. Of all time, is that what it said? Oh no, it's not all time. It's just 5 albums. You know which one I really liked is Tory Lanez's Alone at Prom.
Which one?
Alone at Prom. Is that the one? Am I saying it wrong? Alone at Prom by Tory Lanez. I don't know if you guys have heard that one, but
that's a good album.
Yeah, I mean, is it an album? Yeah, it is an album.
That's the one with
the Namek one or whatever, the one where it was all like the 80s synth pop.
Exactly.
Yes. That's a good album, bro. Like
I was gonna say, that's a really good album. That one in was that Dawn FM by The Weeknd. I feel like people don't respect don't get me started on that album. It dropped on my birthday. I was like, let me give this a spin, and it changed my life. Rest in peace, Quincy Jones. But that Quincy Jones influence, bro, changed. It
literally just that album's so good, bro. I don't care what
nobody say. I love Dawn FM. That's one of my favorites.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That was definitely in my top 3 for sure. But same thing, bro. I don't know. It's something about what was in the air when that album dropped, but I just remember saying the same thing, and I was like, okay, let me hear it. And the fact that he had Jim Carrey narrate it, I just thought that was the cherry on top, bro.
Oh man,
it felt like when I was listening to it, it felt like when you go out late at night on GTA. All jokes aside, you on GTA and you got the radio playing. It's like that music. You about to go do something completely not on brand with the music, but you're just out doing your thing, city lights, and the album's a vibe, bro. It's a great vibe. I remember I used to run that all the way to work and back, man.
I mean, that was my number 3. So go ahead, James. Go ahead and drop your next 2.
Next 2, I'll probably do gotta be a Rod Wave album. What was that one we had that joint with Lil Baby? What was that? It was off which album?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about because is that the one with a love
letter from Houston or whatever on there?
Yes.
That's it. That was I love that project.
Huh?
Is that Soulfly?
Pray for Love.
I think it was.
Oh, Pray for
Love. Yeah, that's a good
project right there, man. That's such a good one.
That came out in
Yeah,
2020. Damn.
Yeah, I know,
yeah,
dude. We getting
bro.
old, bro. I remember when it came out, I was like, "Oh man, this is crazy."
Like
That album, I do. You know what? I honestly don't know how you say this album name. It's by Tusi. It's like Naujour.
Tusi.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
it's like
Good old Susie.
the before Jaded, which is also a good album.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
I just don't know how you say
I'm
that
so
one.
behind on. I'm so
Najor?
behind that.
I
I
think
need
that's
to
I
get
think it's
back
kind of
into
how you say
listening to
that.
Susie.
What
Yeah,
would you
those two
say,
projects are
James?
pretty solid. I say I think that's how you say it. It's like Najor.
Najor, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like I'll probably take that one and then Raw Waves Pray for Love.
Okay.
That's good. That's
Okay.
real good. I got a curveball for y'all. So this one's gonna be a little out there. So
Hmm.
this one's a good one. I've been listening to it since it came out. It was funny because it came out like, and it was one of those weird things that come out and you're just like, I'm just gonna listen to all the albums and stuff like that, see what something hits.
Right.
It's called Exotic Worlds and Masterful Treasures by Stimulator Jones. It came out in 2018. And what's it called? This album is like that 90s R&B late night music stuff like that used to be on back when you used to have the radio stations when people would play like jazz at like a certain hour, like play like
Uh,
that old school
You said
R&B
we
on
got
the
a caller
radio.
right now,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Go
So,
ahead.
yeah, Stimulator Jones, bro. I was gonna say he a good artist, bro. I was gonna say he's
Real underrated. I was gonna say Exotic Worlds and Masterful Treasures. I've been listening to that for almost for 8 years now. Like now that I think about it, because it came out in 2018. But yeah, I remember
mhm.
I used to listen to it, put my dad on it, put my friends on it. I was gonna say I listen to that at least once a
Pause.
week. Like that's one of the best albums I think I've ever heard. That like just so under the radar. So that's a good
I
one.
can definitely tell. I can definitely tell him I like this one just by looking at the cover alone.
yeah, the cover. Yeah, the cover gives all
The
the.
vibes
The
it
cover's
needs to.
hard. The cover's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, yeah, bro. Album covers. I know people say don't judge by the cover, but if you do got garbage, how am I supposed to know it's good music? That's all I'm saying. Like you should
Yes.
care for your music. If you drop
You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna drop some good music, I would
Yeah.
make sure.
the album cover solid, like it's got to be something at least clean. That's it
Yes.
for
Yes.
sure.
I hate to
For
say
sure.
this because Drake is my GOAT, but that what is it? What is the name of the album? Not for all the
Loverboy.
dogs. Yeah, Certified Lover Boy. Oh my gosh. The album was
Trash.
Dude,
great, but that cover I was
Yeah, the cover
sorry,
it was
Drake, man.
trash.
yeah, trash.
It was a trash album cover, but that's the sad part. Like I said, it's a trash album cover, and I only listened to it once before I gave it another spin, like a year or two later. And then now I'm
Yeah.
like, give it that spin. I'm like, dude, it's such a good project. It's just the cover
Mm-hmm.
sucks, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's the only thing that sucks. Like I
Lazy.
like
Yeah, like
the alternative color cover for All My Dogs, the two little angels on it. That's tough. Like I like
Oh, I
that
Uh,
never
one.
even
So
saw that one.
yeah, because they had he added some extras at the end. I think he had two songs produced by Alchemist on there, and
mm-hmm.
whew, I
Mm-hmm.
mean I'm telling you, when it's Alchemist or Conductor, when it's Conductor Williams, if they
Conductor.
got production, I'm listening.
I'm gonna just drop my next two because I already know off the
Yeah,
top of my head. Definitely Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. That was
ooh,
another one that like life was great when the album came out. Everything about
oh
the
yeah,
album was
Mm-hmm.
just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Um Super hyped for the Super Bowl performance, bro. I can't wait to see what that man's got cooking.
me too.
Um Number two, this you know it had to come. It's gonna be Take Care, bro, by Drake. That album,
good
everything
album,
Solid
about
album,
it is just
fire.
solid.
fire.
Fire, fire. I was gonna say I ran that back a couple months ago. Just ran the whole thing through while I was working. I was like, God, it's such a good album. Like we don't understand
No
how good we
doubt,
had
bro.
things, bro. People were enjoying some real music, man.
Yeah.
It's good times.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
I think I was in middle school when that album came out, so like it was just
Yeah, you
life
know.
was
Mm.
great.
Also, another thing, I don't know really many times after that album that you've ever ran an album that has the title of the album on the song, like basically the leading
Oh yeah,
single, and it's never been as
yeah.
solid. Cause "Take Care" with Rihanna, that song is generational still. Like that's a generational record right there. I love that song, man.
Mm-hmm.
Still good, still holds up. What are your last two that you bring on the island with you?
I'll probably do Pooh Shiesty Season. I think it's a really good album. Still holds up, and I feel like there's probably gonna be a day or
What?
two where I don't want to hear like something melodic. I need to some hype shit. So I'll probably just go throw that
Yeah.
album in there, and then I'll probably do
Uh-huh.
you know what? Just off of that, I'll probably also do like a Young Boy Control. Yeah,
That's
you know, if I got to
crazy.
put a
Love
boat
it,
together, I need
bro.
something to hype me up and keep me going.
That's
I have
true.
not feel.
That's
Yeah.
true. I guess when you're hunting down seagulls so you could
Eat on them. You guys what you gotta do. You gotta have something to. Young boy will bring
get
it.
out of you. Young boy might actually make you able to jump off the island to a next land.
Yep, I think so.
No
No,
Yeah,
doubt.
for real.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, okay, last two for me.
Last two, and
Oh yeah,
what you
easily.
got?
Okay.
Easily.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with I'm gonna do Doomsday by Doctor Doom by MF Doom. Rest
Doctor
in
Doom.
peace. Yeah, by Doctor Doom. Yeah, he might as well be. I was gonna say, but that's why I was like, yeah, Doomsday, probably one of the best displays of hip hop. Actually, you know what? Not even. I might as well do Doomsday. I'll do Food, the second one he did, the one from like
Okay.
2004. That was probably my
Yeah, yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
He produced it all by himself. One of my favorite bars. I like listening to it, especially when I be stressed out. I like listening to MF Doom because sometimes just him rapping unorthodox somehow helps me like kind of put my thoughts together. So like that's what I was gonna say. That's definitely something I would need. And then lastly, I know it might be recency bias. I don't really care. I'm gonna hold it down. It's gonna be Octane by Don Toliver. I can't lie. I have not stopped listening
Okay.
to that joint since it came out yesterday. Dude, it's one of the best. It's weird. It's hard to say it's his best, one of his best albums because he has like five of like peak album. Bro's too good, bro. So
Oh, this looks like
I
it's
would have
fire.
that. It got the hype records I need to get through my days on the island too. So I think it would work perfect
Hmm.
for
No
sure, for
doubt.
sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at the album right now, and it's got Tizo Touchdown. It's got Yeet, Travis Scott. Yeah, this looks like
Bruh.
it's a bang.
Dog.
Body and Opposite, some of the best beats I've ever heard in my life. Like literally, Body blew my mind when I was going to work yesterday. I had to run back Opposite 4 times when I was at work, and I was not getting no work done. I had to listen. I needed that moment. I was like, "This is crazy." I was like, "Bro, it is crazy. It is really good." I just know, like, dude knows how to get the best production and get the best out of everything to make his projects work. So that's
Appreciate you guys dropping the top five, man. In the comments or in the little Instagram page, you guys can drop your top five too. I'm curious to see what your guys as listeners listen to on a day to day basis, or what you would listen to if you were stuck on an island too, man. It's just like I mentioned earlier, this podcast is all about just putting people onto new music. So go ahead and drop your top five, and maybe we'll rate them on the next podcast. So without further ado, man, that's a wrap. Appreciate you guys listening. We're gonna try to drop these weekly, maybe like every Wednesday, every Sunday, whatever it may be, just something to get you guys going through the week, maybe on a Monday or something. I don't even know. This is all just kind of like, we're still trying to figure it out, so bear with us here. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in, and appreciate you guys listening. Without further ado, this has been For the Record. We'll catch you guys next week. Deuces. All right.